Hello, Admiral Seabass here. Welcome to my mobile war room in Wellington, New Zealand. I'm on a work trip this week, and I brought this game with me, and I wanted to do an unboxing of it. This is Apollo, the game of our first voyages to the moon by Exoplanet Games, and this is a new game that was on Kickstarter last year, and I was a not only was I a backer, but I backed the playtest version of this game where I got shipped a previous version of this game and was asked to play it and give my impression and feedback for it. So just full disclosure, I was a playtester for this game. Exoplanet Games is a new game company that wants to do a series of games based on things like the space race, and this is their first effort. And I've really enjoyed getting to know this game and this company, and just wanted to do an unboxing here for you. So just wanted to show you what you get in the box. Okay, so I had to get the lid off there and needed another hand to do it. You get the game manual, which talks about the rules of the game and the different scenarios of the game. And the origins of the game. This is definitely as much a learning game as it is a game. I think the creators of this game have a real passion for the space program, the space race, and preserving the history of that in the format of a game. So it seems like a real passion project for them. Again, a pretty standard manual here in terms of how to play the game. The Apollo spacecraft status, what that means, and some of the advanced gameplay options, some of the board options during the game. They even tell you how they do the math in the game, which is pretty fitting for a game based on NASA space missions. So that's the manual. And then you get a decent amount of stuff in the box. You get three different game boards, and let's go ahead and see what these look like here. This is for your launch. This is the launch of the rocket, and what you do is you track your progress here, and then you look in the flight manual to see what you have to do. You have different cards you can play. Your rocket can lose structure points, and so you're trying to get into orbit up here. And I'm going to do a playthrough sometime to show you, but that's the launch board. And once you launch, you put this board aside, and then this is the lunar landing board. When you get to the moon and you're trying to land, you have a whole series of procedures here that you're trying to do, so that you can safely land on the moon and then take off again. And you have a whole other series of cards too to do that. And then I believe this last board would be the overall. Yeah, this is the board you have out at all times. This tracks your overall progress to the moon and back. And then you're tracking your spacecraft status and your goals and your mission events as well along the way. So what else do you get in the box? You get this really cool flight plan, which is kind of what the astronauts, in the format of what the astronauts themselves had. And you kind of put it like this. And they want to educate you as well as play. So they kind of give you some of the background, and then you get it right into the launch procedures, and they tell you what to do and how to progress throughout all the stages of the game. So that part's really cool, and it's an instruction manual for how you conduct the flight. And so that's the flight manual, and then you also get a bunch of different cards which cover mission events. And here you can get an example of a card you might draw, and you have to roll, and then some certain bad things might happen to your spacecraft due to excessive vibrations. And there's lots of cards like that. And then these are tokens that cover kind of your spacecraft as it progresses and what it looks like, and you'll place that in various places on the board. Comes with a couple of D12s. Some tokens to stack spacecraft, or to track spacecraft status, and then some stand-ups too. So that's the game, and like I said, I'll probably do a playthrough and a review later. But just wanted you to see what this looked like. I'm a proud Kickstarter here for this game, and encourage you to check it out, especially if you love the history of spaceflight, especially if you love movies like um, uh, uh, Apollo 13, The Right Stuff, or the recent First Man. If you love movies like that, then this game's definitely for you. So anyway, that's Admiral Seabass signing off.